This crumpled patrol car rammed by a man on a rampage. 2 officers slightly injured. A collection of seized firearms, some of which are illegal. A driver crashing this pickup before fleeing the scene. This dangerous use of a vehicle outside of a funeral home. Just a few recent examples of what police officers are dealing with in Conception Bay North.
It's a very busy district within my area of responsibility.
The RCMP operates detachments in Harbour Grace and Bay Roberts. Calls for help from area residents spiked by nearly 14% last year. In December alone, there were 57 assaults, 53 responses to people experiencing a mental health crisis, 19 incidents of impaired driving, and 35 vehicle collisions. Calls to the Bay Roberts detachment were up 36% in December. Prior to 2023, the demand for police services were trending downward.
Whether I'm analyzing that in terms of pure call volume or calls per police officer, this is a busy spot.
The numbers are pretty staggering.
Members of the Joint Council of Conception Bay North have taken notice.
Take September in Bay Roberts in 2023. Personal offenses 38, impaired driving 12, mental health acts 30, collisions 18. It's a lot.
This group of elected municipal leaders represents communities from Brigus to Victoria, more than 30,000 residents.
But the numbers are, they're really frightful.
They're not calling it a crisis, but they're worried.
When you hear all that, yes, I would say that the place is not quite as safe as it used to be.
Some crimes have shocked the region, like the unsolved murder of Adam Mercer in Harbour Grace 10 months ago.
That's real. And, again, I'm going to say it to you. It's attributed to the drugs.
So what's going on?
I see a lot of chronic and prolific offenders driving our call numbers up. And by those terms, I mean people trapped in a cycle such as addiction or a crime cycle, which sees them chronically repeating, whether that's a criminal act like a theft or a mental health crisis.
RCMP brass say its members are coping.
They're producing incredible work. They're working with a lot of confidence.
But say they need help. More officers, more admin staff.
We have asked for increases, and those discussions are ongoing.
But the Justice Minister says that won't happen. The RCMP's budget has swelled by $17 million. John Hogan says the force needs to address its chronic staffing shortage in areas outside the Avalon before it gets any more funding.
Yes, take care of your vacancy rates before there's further discussions about increasing budget. There's no point to give them money if the RCMP can't have members to fill those positions. The money's just not going to be used. With regard to that certain part of the province, it's very well staffed, is my understanding, compared to other regions.
Despite the staffing pressures, RCMP leaders say officers are working hard to tackle crime, including a drug trade that's getting more dangerous.
My message would be ask them to trust us as an organization.
Terry Roberts, CBC News, Conception Bay North.